Hello everybody, and welcome to today's episode where we are going to talk a little bit about how to shift the focus from the how to the why. Now, when we set out to achieve anything in life, whether it is financial freedom, whether it's a project that we're working on, whether it is fulfilling some family obligations, we find ourselves overwhelmed. And it is just the sheer nature of the life that we lead nowadays that make us feel this way. It's the amount of things that all add up. Now, these things can be very small. They don't have to be anything really, really big. It can also be something that's very big. But when you add everything together and put everything that's expected from us on a daily basis, it is completely understandable that we feel overwhelmed with everything. Right? Now, if you have felt stuck wondering if you're on the right path, if that's a question that you're asking yourself, or you're asking yourself that I am doubting the choices that I have made, especially in midlife, and always remember that these are presenting challenges, but these are opportunities for growth, because we have to find a way how we can get from this vibration of feeling overwhelmed to feeling ease. And that's all that we need to do, right? We need to just make this very small shift. And how do we do that? We do that by taking the focus of the how we are getting something done, and instead asking the question why we are doing it in the first place. So your why is then that what drives all your actions, right? It is the purpose that's going to fuel your journey. Let's take a small example. Let us say, for example, you have a project that you have to do. Let's say a bigger project would be building a house, for example. A smaller project could just be cooking a meal, right? Now, you may feel overwhelmed with both of them, depending on where you are in your life and what else is on your plate. Now, instead of asking yourself always the question, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? Because when you do that, you get into a kind of an anxious state. Shift that question and ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why am I building a house? It's possibly because you want to have or create a wonderful place for you and your family, or maybe just for you and your friends. Maybe you want to create a safe haven where you feel safe. Maybe that's why you're building a house, right? Why are you cooking a meal? Because you want to nourish your body with good food. Maybe you want to nourish your family with good food. So asking the question why you're doing something is going to actually give you the motivation that's needed for you to perform that task. You see, then there is no need for the external motivation. There is no need for you to look elsewhere, because all the answers are within you. And to be really honest, at the bottom of the day, really, if you keep asking yourself the why you are doing something, or in a collective sense, why we all do anything at all, it is always because we think that the doing of it is going to make us feel better. And that's a great desire to have. That's a very basic human desire to have this desire to have more happiness in life, to have more joy, to have more abundance, to have more peace. These are human needs. So asking the question why allows you to actually take a step back and see the whole picture a little more holistically. And the moment you do that, it is going to take that anxiety, it's going to actually maybe not take it away completely, but definitely bring it down one notch, if not many. Right? So when you are asking, when the next time that you feel overwhelmed with any task that's ahead of you, I'd like you to try to shift the focus from asking yourself, from instead of going around and making yourself anxious, asking yourself how you're going to perform this, maybe because you don't have the means, you don't have time, you just lack, then you're remaining in this kind of a lack mentality. Instead of that, take the bigger picture, take a step back so you get perspective and ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? And you will see, because your why is always going to be related to more happiness and more joy and abundance, and that's going to fuel, that's going to give meaning to that, what you're doing. So let me know what you think about this. As a wrap up for today's video, I would also challenge you to ask yourself this question: why is it that you're watching this video? Right? So what inspires you? And do share your whys in the comment section. I always love to hear from you. And if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please do that. And I will see you next time. Lots of love and light. Bye bye.